Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Man, I know it's been a long time since I made a video. And it's just been a lot. It's been a lot going on these last, I guess couple of years. I made one, I think, last year, maybe early this year. I can't remember. But I want to say peace and blessings to everybody. And, there are those who still write on YouTube and ask me to make videos. Some people still check on me, man. I truly appreciate it. Just been a lot going on. You know what I mean? Just work, and more work. Still out here doing a lot of what I have been doing, working with the youth, going in detention centers, going in, jails, prisons, just trying to give back the best way I know how. For those that don't know me, I did 25 years off a life sentence, been home for a few years, and just striving to give back and help the community as best I can. And for those that do know me, like I say, I appreciate you for being there. Lessons Learned, that's the name of my nonprofit up here in the DC area. Though I'm a part of another nonprofit called Catch More Kids as well down in the Newport News area, Virginia. Why did I name mine Lessons Learned? Well, that's what life is. You learn lessons and hopefully you grow from them, you evolve from them. So it's not to make them again. So I'm always learning from my own mistakes, from the mistakes of others. I fall short sometimes, still striving hard to, strengthen in a lot of areas, but I'm grateful that I'm not what I used to be. And so I continue to press onward. Like I say, this is just really, me making a short video to say thank you to everybody, man, that's been pushing me to get back on. I got a couple of people that have been pushing me to get back into talking. They appreciate it. People that know me, I'm not for gimmicks. I'm not into glorifying, my life prior to prison, or my life in prison, or prison in and of itself. Terrible place to be. But if you're wise, you'll grow and you'll evolve there and come out a better person. That's if you choose that, So, but I definitely don't glorify it. It's chaotic, it's maddening. Like I say, not too long ago, I went to a Lawrenceville prison to speak to the fellas there. And, that's in Virginia. And when I left, I was going through the back roads of Southampton County and Cape Ron and all that, Emporia and stuff like that. But as I'm driving, a lot of things were hitting me. One, leaving the guys, many of the guys I had actually walked the yard with in my prison stay. Some of them I'm still in touch with, but leaving them, and to see their, the happiness in seeing me and they're wanting to know how life is out here, but just knowing that a lot of them, in my opinion, are ready, right, for freedom. So leaving them was a heavy burden. And then I started to reflect on people that came and come, visit people in prison. And I had to be grateful for all those that came to see me. Those rides home, those are nothing. I can't imagine how a mother feels leaving her child in there, and having to ride 10, 15, minutes, 2 hours, 3, 4, 5 hours, airplane trips away, leaving your baby in a place like that, girlfriends, boyfriends, uncles, fathers, siblings, children, leaving your loved ones in a place where it's hardship. Even if they earned that position in there, you love them, and you want them safe. So it was a heavy burden. It was a burden on my spirit, but I was also happy to be able to go back and talk to the brothers and give them what I could, some hope, inspiration, and a little bit of knowledge. So, like I say, I'm here, I'm still working with the youth, still doing what I can, still, going over Potomac Gardens, taking, whatever I can over there, food when I have opportunity, clothes, school supplies, whatever I have, still going to various detention centers throughout Virginia. So yeah, I'm still active. I'm definitely still active. I'm still busy. Like I say, I've known, love. I've known the loss of it. I've known, frustrations. Like I say, loneliness in more ways than one. But like I say, I stay active and I stay busy. So I'm grateful to be able to experience all these things, because like I say, these are part of my story. These are the things that I'm able to tell other people who may be looking to to those who may wonder, what's going on, right? When we get out, what are we going to run into? What are we bound to face, right? So I share that, the expectations, our own shortcomings, other people's expectations, things like that. So, I'm just striving, man. Real talk. I'm just striving to be a better person, be more understanding in a lot of areas, I guess. Very frustrating. A lot of things out here just frustrate me, because I'm not used to it. I'm not used to, people talk to you for a day and forget about you like you never existed, or people say they care about you, they love you, and treat you like you're not even worth the time of day, and me personally, I break my neck for a lot of people, man. I swear to God, I do. I break my neck for a lot of people, and that's always been my personality, for those I care about. I try to do what I can. Sometimes I can overdo it just because I care. I know what it is to have nothing. You know what I mean? I know what it is to sleep on the floor for real, to be, staying with moms in a one bedroom and four, 3 other siblings in there, and the refrigerator's empty. We got to walk down the street. Then in DC, down on 14th in Rhode Island, one time they had a food distribution, and we used to go get the welfare stuff and come back, and you got to 2-3 weeks taking your time to eat the can of beans with the silver, the peanut butter in the silver can. It was real hard. And again, these were my experiences. Then we would go to Martha's Table on 14th and I think V. They had bread. So we would go in there and get bread. But my brother and I, we'd be ashamed. We don't want people to see us go in there. So we'll walk fast and try to go in there. And a couple times, it was like a big cardboard box full of bread. We'll go in there real quiet and try to grab a few pieces, you know what I'm saying, and leave and take them back home, right? So our little brothers can have some, food or whatever. But those hardships made me able to endure a lot of things in life. And they allow me to talk to the youth from a position of relation, being able to relate to them. And they appreciate that. So, like I said, it's a lot, but God willing, I'll try to make, a video or 2 a week, just get back in touch with you all, which helps me in many ways because, like I said, I'm able to talk a little bit. But, like I said, won't make no promises because I said last time I made a video, I was going to do better, and talk to you all a little more. And I definitely want to. I just don't, in my brain, sometimes I'm like, I don't want to bore people with my tales of woe and, even successes. It's like, but then another brother that I deal with, a brother named Carlos, hell of an artist, Carlos Walker, good brother, man. I'm talking about hell of an artist and an author. He told me, he said, man, so, if people watch your videos and people respond and people like it, that's a form of ministry. He said, even if it's 2 people, that's a form of ministry. And I can attest that there are those who said that, watching my videos have helped them in many ways. So again, I've spoke a little longer than I intended to, but I thank you all. I will be back. Like I said, it's 5 in the morning. I've been up since, I tried to lay down early. Early for me is 9:30. Eventually I laid down at 10:30. Got up around 12. Well, woke up, laid back down, and got up around 2:40 and been up ever since. So I'm kind of dragging, this morning, but I'm about to get up, about to move around, make my rounds in the building and, pray for those that the hurricane path is coming through. Like I say, it's a lot going on, and I pray that everyone is striving to remain strong. I pray that people are digging deeper. You know, sometimes we don't know the extent of our own power, but we're taught to study history. So those that know me know I love Harriet Tubman. I love the ancestors. I mean, those that fought, whether they were slaves and they fought for freedom, whether they were just, you know, people that lived who wanted more out of life, you know, and suffered just because of the times that they were in. They dug deep because at the core of us, the Most High deposited, from my perspective, a bit of himself in us, a bit of the divine in us. So we have it in us to push forward. A lot of times we just don't dig deep enough because we're not taught how powerful we are. Truthfully, in this society, we're actually taught how strong other people are. You got people that'll, you know, look at celebrities. I'll look at it on Facebook. It might be a celebrity's birthday and that person might have 50,000 likes. You know, come to us, something, you know, people that know us won't even like your post. But they people that know you, right? So we look at the celebrities as greater than. They might entertain us. They may actually play ball or do something, be movie stars, but they entertain us and we appreciate that. But it might be a person that's right beside us to help us every day and we overlook them, right? So we're not taught to big each other up. We're not taught to support one another and encourage one another. And even if we have that, we have to be taught to dig deeper within our own spirits, because sometimes there's going to come moments in our lives where we got to walk alone, but we have to be alone, right? So I'm digging deeper as much as I can. I know I have it in me, and I know we all have it in us to dig deep. I don't care if it's cold outside and you got to walk to work, you can make it. I don't care if it's hot outside and you have to sleep outside for now. You're going to make it, because just as surely as the night, the day follows the night. This is what the Quran says. This is surely as the night. Again, the day follows the night. Surely ease follows difficulty. You know, so it's not going to always be hard. You know, just press on, dig deep, trust in the Most High, pray to him, talk to him, walk with him, and he going to see us through. He going to see us through. So again, appreciate you. I thank you all for real. And I'll be back. Peace and blessings.